Hey Pisces, how you doing? Welcome back to Gypsy Road Tarot. I hope everybody is doing well out there. We got a reading for you. It's more like a collective discussion. We just want to see what the divine would like to talk about with you. No specific title, no, not love or whatever, just see what messages come out. I did actually shuffle up some oracle cards from the House of Night, and I pulled a card for you. Crow in the cage there, and trapped. I don't know if you can see that. Got a glare. Not liking it, but anyway, trapped. So somebody is feeling trapped, or you are feeling trapped, Pisces. Okay, do you sense that you cannot do what you really want to because others have expectations of you that you may not be able to fulfill? Do you feel as if you will never get what you want or go where you want to go? Have patience, for truly you are in a temporary prison that exists in your mind. Your circumstances, no matter what they are, will change. You will be free to experience the life you wish to lead. In these times, dreaming is the best antidote, and of course, patience. Consider the story of the half-raven boy trapped in conflict until he finally follows his heart. I'm going to put it that way. Trust in me, for the divine, for I will show you when the cage doors open so that you can fly free. All right, Pisces. At the bottom of the deck, we pulled number 43, breaks down to a 7, understanding. Okay. Let me pull that, or let me get to that page and get that read for you. Deep and true comprehension is the meaning of understanding. Deep and true comprehension. It's one thing to read something or to hear something, but it's another thing to truly understand it. You're being asked to keep an open mind and heart, and to allow yourself to absorb information as you receive it. Be open to the wisdom that can only come. That can come only with time, patience, and perspective. Try to get outside of yourself and imagine what it's like to walk in someone else's shoes. To understand is to have power. Understand, have power. Try to walk in someone else's shoes. I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot right now and get a little clarity on this trapped energy, okay? And I will be right back. All right, so Pisces, we pulled the Two of Cups. Trapped. What you really want to do, right, is not give up on this. All right? You're falling in love or making a serious commitment. That's what you want to do to someone. I feel like with this trapped energy that you want some kind of resolution here, right? To a problem, or forgiveness to a problem. Don't give up, your relationship can be healed, is what this is saying. So there's this unity here. But somebody here has this understanding, right? And that's clarified with the devil. Okay. This could be ego, understanding someone's ego or trapped in someone's ego, or someone's in their ego, or understanding, okay, the illusion of being trapped. Okay, that's the understanding here, is the illusion of being trapped and not getting after something that you want. Okay. You could be placing too much importance on material items, fear, worry, getting caught up in fear and worry. That's like bondage, kind of feeling bound to something. We're going to find out what all this is about. Just give me a couple of seconds to shuffle. So Pisces here with this Two of Cups energy. This is what you really want, that you feel really trapped about. There is some sort of vision quest here for this rebirth. Okay. And this rebirth energy. Okay. So you want there to be a rebirth in some type of a unity here with someone, but you feel trapped. Yeah, you definitely want a new beginning with someone. Okay. Green Man's synergy. This could be money, influx of money coming in, waiting on some money, something to do with money. Okay, and then relying on your instincts. Okay. And down here for the devil energy, yeah, this fear, worry, and all this, there's some shape-shifting going on here. Okay, with this understanding. So your thoughts could be shifting, or somebody is doing some kind of shape-shifting here with this fear and doubt and worry, ego. A lot of shape-shifting going on with this energy right here. Not good. And you're understanding that about someone. Or maybe you're trying to understand about somebody's shape-shifting energy. Okay? Let me get a little more tarot and make it make sense. All right, Pisces. So we got a lot of tarot going on here. For your trapped energy, there's some unfounded fear that you've got going on here, okay? You're focusing on worst case scenarios. Again, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem, okay? For the Two of Cups, we've got Six of Winter, moving on to calmer waters, and making positive changes and feeling like positive changes are on the way, okay? There could be a welcome relief from troubled times, possibly traveling or relocating. And this isn't the first time that we've got something about traveling here. With this understanding, shape-shifting. Alrighty. So what was next? We had a vision quest. We have the strength card, so we have Leo energy on the board. Okay. This vision quest is having the grace and inner strength needed to overcome some kind of challenges. Power, kindness, forgiveness, and just really time to embrace how wonderful you actually are. Okay, or someone is. With that energy. With this rebirth on the spring equinox, this rebirth energy, more like an empress energy, giving birth to new things, news worth celebrating, some type of announcements such as wedding, graduation, or birth. Okay, so somebody could literally be giving birth. Somebody's having a child, because we have rebirth with the Empress All right. And then we definitely have something to celebrate. A wedding, so a graduation, birth, friends you cherish, something like that. Okay, but there is a rebirth here and something to celebrate. Now we have the new beginning, okay? So here we are on to something. So we're going to be celebrating new beginnings, all right? Um, but you're protecting the fruits of your labors, all right? You're preparing for possible challenges that may lie ahead. So this is like wounded warrior energy, but while you're protecting the fruits of your labors, this is like just this environmental conservation type of energy, which is a new beginning for you. Okay, so protecting the fruits of your labors, having a new beginning, and that's what's happening with that. Um, Something about money, but we didn't get any clarity on synergy. I tried to clarify that. But I did get on the wolf instinct. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Um, Delays are over. Rely on your instincts here. Sudden or unexpected good luck. And here we are again with a new car or travel. So we got more travel energy, something getting moving, somebody going somewhere. Okay, so we've got a unity, we got new beginnings, we've got travel, moving on to calmer waters, maybe waiting for some type of money. But then we have this shape shifting with this fear and worry and doubt energy over here, and we have the hangman energy. All right, you may need to change the way that you're looking at the situation, embracing your uniqueness. And there may just be a temporary pause in the action right now. All right, that could have something to do with protecting the fruits of your labors. We do have hermit energy, taking a break from society, yeah, paying attention to your spiritual growth here a little bit. All right, so we have you in hangman energy with the devil and shape shifting and understanding something. So we're having a deep understanding about something, all right? Something evolving around a bondage, some type of fear and doubt and worry, ego. We have the hermit, or I'm sorry, the Hierophant under that. So this could be a marriage that you're involved in, okay? And that's what you're fearing and worrying about. So somebody's coming to an understanding, possibly that somebody is fearful and doubtful because they're married, okay? And shape shifting, so, shifting your perspective or trying to shift, but you're in hangman energy and you're trying to, the shape shifting is just changing the way that you're looking at the situation. All right, wanting to embrace your uniqueness, which we had here. Somebody wanting to get after something, but they feel trapped. So somebody could feel trapped in a marriage, bondage, okay? And probably not a good one, something that makes you feel pretty yucky, okay? Embracing your uniqueness and just taking a temporary pause in the action and being in your hermit energy, taking some time to reflect on your own. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Let me, what do I want to do next? I'm going to get some starseed oracles and I'll be right back. All right, Pisces, I didn't even look at any of these. I just kind of got them pulled because it takes forever for me to shuffle on camera. So let's see. On the trapped energy, we did get this unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios. 9 of Swords energy all up in your head about something, allowing fear and worry to grow out of proportion to the problem, and of course, right? Maybe something to do with a marriage and feeling trapped. All right, we have I remember. So there's something that you remember, a soul plan. Now you're trying to possibly, you're all up in your head, I'm sorry, about the fated life versus the destiny life. Um, you'll survive this. There are some new solutions and new beginnings. Okay, so you're going to survive this. All up in your head, feeling trapped, you're going to survive it. All right, next thing we did was we pulled on the strength. So you've got grace and strength needed to overcome some type of challenges on your new vision quest. Um, the power of kindness and forgiveness. Taking time to embrace how wonderful you are. We have a messenger, okay? Could be a Leo. Bringing harmony and balance. So there's a vision quest. And we could have a Leo, a twin, number 11 energy. Okay. Bringing in some type of harmony and balance, Sirius energy. All right. On this vision quest of possibly this union over here and moving on to calmer waters. All right, and we have with the wolf instinct, delays are over. There are sudden or unexpected changes. Good luck. A new car, travel. Someone is sorry. You're sorry. Okay. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. So you may be going somewhere, leaving a situation behind. Whatever you're wanting to do, whatever you're trying to leave behind, you're wanting to leave it behind. But you're saying, I'm sorry, and you feel defenseless, righting past wrongs, uprooting, saying delays are over, there are sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car, or travel for you. And then with this awakening, change the way you're looking at the situation, embracing your uniqueness, a temporary pause in the action for some deep cellular healing. Okay, you could be doing some healing. Physical healing, there could be some type of problem, but physical and emotional healing is taking place while you're in the hangman energy. So you could be getting over something here that you feel sorry about. Righting past wrongs and something that you're uprooting. I want to say it looks like somebody wants to leave a marriage for someone else, but we don't have a someone else on the board, except here with feeling trapped. Falling in love suddenly, news worth celebrating. All right, let me pull a little more tarot. I'll be right back. Sorry, Pisces, while I was shuffling, the next set of tarot for you, I noticed that I actually missed a stack with the star seeds. And I was like, boy, that seemed to go quick, because I remembered pulling a bunch of cards and I wanted to make sure that I read these, and because there's a lot. I mean, I have a stack of them. And I didn't even look at these, so I don't know what they're about yet. Mystery to both of us. But this is about this new beginning, this new dawn, but you're right now protecting the fruits of your labors and preparing for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation happening here with the new dawn. You feel called. There's some type of soul gifts and training, and you know that it's time to step up. Okay? And then there's this karmic relationship. Polarity, soul growth, Orion energy, conflict. Okay, so you feel conflicted about this karmic relationship. You feel that this relationship could be karmic, so you're protecting the fruits of your labors, possibly sticking to what you have, what you know. Then we have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust, and that could be around that foundation that you're protecting. Okay? Or it could be the trust toward this new beginning. But what we're looking at is with the new beginning, you're still protecting the fruits of your labors for now. Baby steps, action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Okay, so maybe you're feeling trapped and you're not following your intuition. You're just protecting the fruits of your labors and staying where you are. Okay, then we have We the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Now we have another birth here. So somebody, there could be a child, a baby in the mix, somebody giving birth. So you feel trapped. Maybe somebody trapped someone with a birth, a baby, in a marriage. Somebody could have someone pregnant and you could be pregnant and you can't move. If so, congratulations. We have Empress energy on the board. Maybe you could be about to give birth. You're trapped in a marriage. Worried, confused. Ugh, not good. Could fall in love with someone else while you were married and got pregnant. You could be pregnant to your husband or pregnant to your wife could be pregnant, or maybe there's a third party here because we have news worth celebrating, but the third party could be a birth or announcement or something. Yeah, the great severing though, anger, conflict, Mars energy, softening to love. Baby will do that, or this new beginning, whatever this is that you're starting here, this new beginning. Okay, I'm going to get tarot now that I've read that whole mess and I did it in a backwards way, but there's a reason for everything, okay? Which means I'm going to have to pull a lot of tarot because I have a lot of oracles there. Okay, give me a minute. Wow, just wow, just wow. Okay. Sorry, I had a frog in my throat. Whoa. All right, so all up in your head about this and feeling trapped, whatever this is about. The fated life versus the destiny life. That's what this is about. All up in your head about the fated life, the destiny life. You'll survive this. New solutions and new beginnings. Geronimo, here we go. We got the full energy. That's taking a leap of faith. Pisces, we're going. Taking a leap of faith. That's what you're doing. So here we are with the oracles up here. Clarifying called. Somebody had somebody stopped manifesting this. Somebody stopped trying to make something move forward. Okay? Um, but they're feeling called to this soul gifts and training and knowing that it's time to step up. But they're just not stepping up, okay? Not manifesting this. And then we have the next card is the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is clarifying this karmic relationship. So there's, this could be a legal figure, a very honest person, somebody who's telling the truth, somebody telling the truth or speaking the truth on your behalf, or you could be embodying this energy and speaking your truth, okay? But this is an authoritative figure, okay, about this karmic relationship. So telling the truth about this karmic relationship brings conflict, or would bring conflict, okay? But you're tired of feeling trapped and stuck, right? So you want to come out of this energy. You want to stop feeling trapped, no longer feeling trapped, no longer feeling stuck, right? So we have this Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Tired of feeling stuck because of the loyalty, the trust, you know what I mean? Because of protection. In this protective energy, you're tired of feeling stuck in the protecting yourself energy. Okay? But you are guarded, very guarded. Okay, what are we guarded? Baby steps, you're guarded. Following your intuition before it makes sense, but you're guarded. Okay? Then we have Knight of Pentacles. Somebody coming in very slowly with an offer. That's a tangible offer. That's an offer you can trust, an offer you can count on. Okay? Deep love. Birth is a portal. So somebody is offering possibly a commitment. That could be the new beginning. This commitment. Or somebody's going to pay support for a child. Somebody could be offering some type of support here. Okay? And then we have, because we have this Leo up here bringing all this balance into the situation. So we have hope, faith, balance, renewal with the star, balancing things out, keeping one foot firmly planted on the earth and one in the, dipping the toe in the emotions, trying to balance out the emotions and this grounded energy and staying grounded. So balancing the emotions and staying grounded. Mars energy, but there's anger, conflict, and also softening to love. Okay, so that's feeling very conflicted with how to go about balancing out this energy, hope, faith, balance, and renewal. And we also have the taking a leap of faith, okay? Moving forward with that. So over here with the battle, there was a battle that took place, or a battle that is taking place. So somebody's healing. There's this physical healing, this emotional healing, okay, after some type of battle took place, all right? Now this is at what price glory? What we're doing here is saying, what did it get me? Okay? What did all this get me? this battle. Um, the battle could be, now we're getting a person around this Queen of Wands energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. For me, it's Leo with the lions here. Okay, very magical person. Yeah, balancing it out with the Temperance. Okay, getting things balanced out with a Leo female queen. Very powerful manifester. What did it cost me? What did this battle cost me? Physical and emotional healing. I'm sorry. Somebody wanted to say that the delays were over. There's a sudden or unexpected good luck, some type of travel. I'm sorry. I'm defenseless. I'm riding past rungs, uprooting. And again, fear, doubt, worry, bondage, being bound to something, being bound to fear. I'm sorry. So it's possible that somebody keeps saying, I'm bound, I'm stuck, I'm trapped. Somebody could be trapped in a marriage. All right, let me pull Native Heart Oracles and try to pull this whole reading together, and then I'll get some angel answers and we'll be done. Give me a minute. Trapped in your head, all wondering about, worst case scenarios. I mean, just thinking about all this unfounded fear. Allowing all this worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. We've got a choice between fate and destiny. Here, we've also got new solutions, beginnings. So we got the Fool, we've got taking a leap of faith, but then I feel like this is very confused energy because we have somebody protecting their base chakra, okay? When you're protecting your base chakra, that's fertility, abundance, primal force, okay? That's also the deeper the roots, the higher the climb, right? Focusing on your base, your foundation, right? That's what you're choosing to do. The greater the view. The higher the climb, the greater the view. And then you're going to surrender to the gift of your human self. All right, so that could be that leap of faith. But you're also taking care of your foundation, your base, your roots, right? All right, so we have, let me look how I laid these out because I tried to connect them to what I found was what you're not manifesting, okay? And I found that a little odd. All right, so you have the throat chakra. So speaking up, you're not speaking up. All right, and what aren't we speaking up about is what we're called to do. All right, it's time to step up, time to speak up, but we're not speaking up. Right? So allow the gateway of your heart to speak directly through the throat, filtering all thoughts, feelings, and emotions. If there's no love within your words, how can you be speaking from your heart? Speaking from one's truth is a powerful fact, and it is one's actions that will reverberate across all levels of space and time. So this card's going to bring you a reminder that our truth is infinitely governed by the power of love. All right. This is going to bring powerful guidance by speaking up, right? Mm-hmm. Healing. healing of the throat chakra. It's important to acknowledge the power of your voice, Pisces, and the impact it may have on others, the collective consciousness, and your own vibration. And this is what is that sacred portal. It's the truth. So we've just got the clarity that this isn't a baby, this is a new beginning, and this is truth. So what this is the voice is the sacred portal to one's truth. That's the sacred portal. Truth is infinitely governed by the power of love. So we're going to speak, but we're not speaking. All right, why? All right, so we got to come out of feeling stuck, all right? But we do feel trapped. We do feel stuck. And what was that? 1, 2, 3. All right, 1, 2, 3. And here beneath it, with that King of Swords, Aquarius energy, is saying, speak the truth. That's the truth, right? Come out of being stuck. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. So you're trying very hard to stay loyal. All right? Trust. Now we have number 4, the record keeper. Clarifying all of that. I hope I'm not losing you guys, because I have to clarify oracles and tarot for this all to pull together. So yeah, you're going to follow your divine path. You've got shared learning and the wisdom of an elder. Okay, so somebody could be, telling you, that you don't have to stay stuck, all right? Or somebody could be saying, what the smart thing to do is to stay loyal. Trust. You have trust. You have loyalty. Those are the main important things. Safety, right? Those are all things that, make a good foundation in a marriage, okay? So to access information from the great halls of wisdom, one must listen with an open heart and with no expectations, for there is a consciousness. It's getting late, guys. Held within, and only those that seek with pure intention will gain energy. You're being called to bring higher ways of being into your present life for the greater good. This mandala speaks to unite each person one at a time to increase awareness and expansion by harmoniously blending ancient ways with modern times. So yeah, you could be speaking with an elder, okay, and you're more modern, and these are more ancient ways, okay, of being loyal, trusting, safe. This is the safe thing to do, right? So it's time for you to be aware of the birth of the melodic sound vibration that'll sing to the song lines of the globe. So this is going to hold the energy of the great halls of wisdom. So using that ancient wisdom, fourth divine guidance, ancient ways. So that's pretty much what you stand on, is the ancient, but you're coming out of that a little bit and maybe trying to embrace your divine path. But you're listening, you had shared learning, someone speaking with you, the wisdom of an elder. Could be a mom, a dad. We do have the King of Swords energy there. So somebody, could be telling you the truth, or it could be a legal figure, or it could be an attorney or something like that, saying, okay, well, these are your options, and this is, what you're going to stand on, or this is what you got to do to get unstuck, blah, 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 So take it any way you want. This is your reading. But this is the great halls of wisdoms that contain all that we are and have been. So the library of the divine wisdom, that just as each soul continues to grow, it is ever evolving. So this great halls also contain divine blueprints on our Akashic records, the earthly plane, the record keeper. This contains ancient keys that can unlock sacred teachings from advanced civilizations that inhabit alternative planes of existence. Okay, so this is just a different wavelength, a different way of thinking, but divine wisdom is here. Nothing to, so this is what you stand on, okay? Now, we got the star energy, hope, faith, balance, renewal. So what is the great severing? I feel like that was on that. Yeah, the great severing. Yeah, Mars energy. What is this anger and conflict and softening to love? That's probably for over here, this battle. In the end that takes place, this is at what price glory. So your ancestors could be saying to you, but look at what you could lose, right? At what price are you going to gain this glory? What price is there to pay for this new beginning? Okay, and of course we have the wolf instinct over here. Now we have wolf energy on the board with the native heart oracles. Number 13. 13 could mean something to somebody else. They're breaking down to a 4, which is the record keeper, number 4. All right, so let's look at number 13, Silver Wolf, heart, mind, connection, instinct, a steady influence. So that could also be an elder, wisdom figure, okay? Your pack, okay? Bringing divine guidance from Silver Wolf. We're living in and experiencing the rising energy of the divine feminine. The Earth's underlying vibration is shifting, and what was a mental masculine world is becoming a feeling feminine world. So our feelings are guiding us now as each person awakens to the feminine ways of being. Okay, so this is asking you to step out of your mental process and allow your heart and your feelings to be your guide. Okay, so I see what's going on here. So you could be hanging into, the ancients, the way you were taught, the experience of your elders, and honoring that and the respect and feeling, trapped, worried, and everything else. So something could be holding you back, because this is the old versus the new, the old way versus the new way. Divine path, fated or destiny, right? This is a choice between fate and destiny. That's what this whole reading is, Pisces. All right, so you're being asked to step out of your mental process and allow your heart and your feelings to be your guide. All right, left to its own devices, the mind and ego will create a world filled with self-doubt. However, when you begin to filter your thoughts through your heart space, your heart will communicate with your sacred mind and birth a union like no other. I love it when my oracles bring a reading together. I really do. All right, we have a couple more energies here to read, though, on this. I'm sorry. I have a lot of doubt. I have a lot of fear. I have a lot of worry. I'm stuck in this bondage. Okay? I'm supposed to get things moving. Delays are over using my wisdom, my instinct. I am stuck in this, wolf-like energy. And I have to practice self-love. Number 32. So, cherishing myself, being true to myself. My needs are important. That's getting rid of that. It's not in reverse. You're still stuck in it. Number 28. This bless you with the messages of self-love. Says there is no need to seek love as it already lives within you. Love yourself first and foremost. Every day in every way your heart desires. Yeah, you're really feeling trapped here. All right? You will attract a soul partner in friendship that will reflect the very same back to you. So when you can give your heart to yourself and accept yourself as the perfect being and creation that you are, then you'll attract your soul partner. Okay? And then we have the ancient dragonfly saying recurring themes, breaking a habit, letting go of unhelpful beliefs. And there we go again. All right, letting go of that. Yeah, somebody is really trapped in their head. Can't make a decision. This is just between the fate and the destiny and moving on to calmer waters. Looks to me like somebody is stuck in a really bad place and of fear and doubt and worry, wanting to move out of that energy, but they're feeling stuck. Hangman energy, reflecting, healing after some kind of battle, and saying what price glory. We have the Leo energy here again. All right. Somebody wants to go toward a Leo. Feminine. Everyone is blessed with the ability to let go of learned behaviors at any given time. The choice is always yours. I mean, I rest my case. It's kind of like somebody may. I feel like you're in conflict with someone, an elder. Somebody might be telling you it's not a good idea, and arguing, with you on whether or not this is a good idea. So you're gonna leave a marriage maybe, or stay in a marriage, and hold firm to your foundation. You're really going back and forth with this. This is a lot of fear and worry and self-doubt and, weighing your options exactly, making a new plan, combined approach, right? And you have, again, the wheel, the four directions. And that's what the wheel is over here telling you to do. But you still have all this bondage and self-doubt and worry and fear holding you back, right? So you're weighing your options to make a new plan for this new love here, for this unity here. And you guys want to take a combined approach, all right? Northeast, southwest, each hold a different perspective, right? So there you're taking everybody's perspective into consideration. And there could be an elder here. All right, so somebody, a father figure possibly, or a authoritative figure, I'll give it. All right, somebody in authority advising you against it. So, let's see. These are your perceptions, your mirror to viewing your world, and thus are reflected within your everyday life. You have the choice to grow at every opportunity and see each and every thing around you, not only as teachers of love, but as brothers and sisters of the universe. So everyone is sharing the same journey to wholeness through love and balance. You're safe and always have been to explore the universe within. It's important to note that you carry each direction within. All right, they're your perceptions. Those are your perceptions, all right? Your mirror to viewing your world. The north holds wisdom. The east has illumination. The south is innocence. And the west brings introspection. So, very cool. Let me get you some angel answers. Only you can decide on this. We're going to get answers, and I'll be right back. All right, Pisces. So with your base chakra, that's going to be your foundation. You're going to have improving health. Okay. What is that improving health? Just taking a leap of faith. That's these new solutions, new beginnings. You'll survive this because there's a soul plan. There's a fated life versus the destiny life. You have unfounded fear and focusing on worst case scenarios and allowing this worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. And all of this reading is surrounded by feeling trapped. Okay, so you're going to have improving health there. All right, and then the other answers that we got were on the wolf, believe it or not, energy. All right, yeah, so we're going to go with this. Let me do it this way. Okay, yeah, self-love belongs to that. And this belongs to this. Okay, sorry. Okay, so silver wolf. No, reconsider. Okay, so that's what that silver wolf is telling you. That's the ancient one. No, reconsider. So that could be that king of swords energy over there. No, reconsider, right? And then we have that wolf instinct creating that. So you want to have self-love and think about yourself, but then you have that wolf energy, the instinct, using your instinct based on that wolf energy experience, telling you no, reconsider, creating this fear and doubt and worry within you. And you're saying, I'm sorry, but delays are over, and I have some unexpected good luck, and I want to travel, right? And I am going to use my instinct, right? So there's going to be a peaceful resolution. You're going to find a peaceful resolution, and you're going to look at these 4 directions. All right, you're going to weigh all your options, look at these 4 directions, okay? And the angels say, you're ready. You are ready, Pisces. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. And it looks like you want to take this leap of faith. You're ready. You understand. You have new understanding. You want to shape shift out of this old way of thinking about this fear and worry about this marriage thing, whatever. Somebody else could be married. You could be married. You ain't letting it worry you. Like the old ways, the ancient ways, and the new way. Changes are on the way anyway, but you need to change the way that you're looking at the situation and embrace, your own uniqueness, your thoughts and what you feel about things, right? But you have a temporary pause here, and you're doing some deep cellular healing, some physical healing, some emotional healing. I hope nobody was in an abusive situation, because we do have a battle here that took place, and quite a few people got knocked down over this Leo here. So there was a battle that ensued, but it's balancing out now. Okay. All right, guys, take it as it resonates. I wish you all the love and light and the best. I will see you soon. Bye for now. Love and light, guys. Take care.